You know, when you meet someone new and within 5 minutes, they are treating you like their absolute best friend in the world?
Oh, yeah, like you've known them for years.
Right. They're laughing way too hard at your jokes, or they're offering to do these massive favors for you out of nowhere. And instead of feeling warm and fuzzy about it, you just feel, I don't know, slightly off.
Yeah, it's like you skipped about 6 months of normal human interaction and just jumped straight to the climax of a buddy comedy.
Exactly. Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are pulling from some really incredible excerpts in a source called The Architecture of Parasitic Kindness.
It's such a fascinating read.
It really is. And our mission today is to unpack why this performative niceness sets off our alarm bells, and more importantly, how you can actually protect your energy from it.
Because the source frames this behavior in a really stark way.
hmm
It calls out love bombing and performative niceness, not as, clumsy attempts at genuine connection, but as psychological currency. When people rush to be your immediate best friend, they are usually trying to extract something they haven't actually earned.
It's a transactional exchange disguised as a relationship. Honestly, it reminds me of one of those predatory-free trial subscriptions.
Oh, that is a perfect analogy.
Right. Like they give you something super sweet up front, maybe 30 days of premium streaming or a free gift just to manufacture this deep sense of obligation. So, you pay them later.
Exactly. The kindness isn't a gift. It is an invoice.
An invoice. Wow.
Yeah, and the reason this works is because it's actively exploiting our evolutionary biology. We all know humans are basically hardwired to reciprocate
Yeah,
favors.
early survival literally depended on it.
Right, on tit-for-tat social trading. So parasitic kindness weaponizes that biological reflex to just bypass our rational threat detection systems.
So your conscious mind is flattered by the attention.
Exactly, but your subconscious brain recognizes you've just been handed a debt. That is exactly where that uncomfortable gut feeling comes from.
Okay, so if this fake kindness is essentially a biological hack into our urge to reciprocate, how do we patch that vulnerability? Like,
Right.
what does this mean for how we approach new connections? We need a way to intercept the transaction, right?
We do, so we don't accidentally sign up for this emotional subscription fee. And the source actually introduces a practical tool for this. It calls it the reciprocity test.
A reciprocity test. Yeah.
Yes, so because your immediate evolutionary instinct when handed an unasked favor is to balance the scales, the defense requires forcing a mandatory pause.
A pause.
Right. You have to temporarily suspend your urge to return the favor and instead just examine the intent behind the action.
But wait, hang on. If someone just brings me a donut because they're having a good day and I sit there interrogating their hidden motives, doesn't that just make me a paranoid cynic?
That's a totally fair question.
I just don't want to walk around assuming everyone is some kind of, emotional vampire.
And that is a vital distinction to make. It's exactly where the source brings in Socratic defense. It quotes the philosopher Seneca, who said, "If you judge, you don't understand. If you understand, you don't judge."
Okay, but how does that apply in the exact moment someone hands you the metaphorical donut? Like, what does understanding actually look like right there?
Well, judging means getting tangled up in your own emotional reaction.
Ah,
So feeling the heavy guilt of the unearned favor or maybe getting swept up in the flattery of it. Understanding, on the other hand, means looking strictly at the mechanics of the interaction. You're creating emotional distance.
so you step back and objectively ask, what is the context here? And what is the required return?
Yes, protecting your energy isn't being cold or cynical at all. It's high emotional intelligence. You aren't
Yeah.
punishing genuine kindness. You are simply refusing to cash a bad emotional check.
You're just checking the funds before you deposit the favor. I love that. Because true kindness doesn't demand an immediate receipt, and protecting your energy with a smart boundary, well, it isn't a character flaw.
No, not at all. Once you see performative kindness for the psychological currency it really is, the defense just becomes second nature. You are basically just spotting the invoice hidden under the gift wrapping.
You're canceling the predatory free trial before it auto-renews.
Spot on.
So as you go about your week and navigate those sudden, overly enthusiastic new best friends, consider this final thought.
Yeah, something to chew on.
If we are actively guarding against the parasitic kindness of others, how do we ensure our own unprompted acts of generosity aren't secretly driven by a subconscious desire for a return on investment?